welcome to Just Us Thinking. I am your host, Michael.
And I'm your co-host, Rebecca.
And I'm your sound expert, Mikey.
And here we are for another show.
Another show indeed, yep.
All right, so Divison Decision.
Correct.
All right, this will be a good show.
It'll be a good show.
I hope so.
I hope so too.
Otherwise, Mikey, you're fired. So what's your, do we have some news?
We do. So just recently, over in Council Bluffs, right across the river from us.
Okay, Council-tucky.
Council-tucky. There's been reports of some of the bridges, like, falling apart and looking bad, and I guess, the city engineer, it's like, it's no cause for concern. They just wear and tear over the years, and...
Like, does it have cracks and everything?
It's like, it looks like it's almost crumbling.
So it's crumbling.
Yeah.
So the bridge is crumbling.
Correct.
As you're like, isn't that a cause for concern?
I mean, I think it would be.
I don't want to drive over a bridge that, like, pieces are falling off of it.
Yeah.
Nothing to see here, guys.
Yeah. They say it's intact and they're reinforced, so there's no reason to worry, so...
Well, I know, but, I mean, generally cracking is a bad sign.
Yeah.
So, that's the only thing that I don't like, too, is when we're in the old market, I love the roads there.
Yeah, the brick roads.
It's a brick road.
Yeah.
And there's a few neighborhoods that still have those brick roads.
There are not too many, but a few.
Not too many. The problem is when they go bad or they start to deteriorate,
yeah, they're
just going to pave them and be done with it. Kind of sucks.
Yeah. So they're always fun to drive over and rumble.
yeah, it's kind of crazy. So
yeah. So
news, Council-tucky, there's nothing to worry about. If a piece of concrete falls, it's structurally safe.
Yep, you're good.
No.
Or at least they say so.
Yeah. I trust their decision there.
Yeah. So, well, what are we going to talk about today?
Divison Decision. So this is going to be all kinds of, I guess, the big divide.
Okay.
And there's a lot of big divides.
There are.
So now we're in Nebraska.
Yes.
And we hate those Hawkeyes, right?
Oh yeah.
So, and it's like as soon as you move to Nebraska, you have to sign the form that you will hate them forever, right? Isn't that the way it goes here?
I don't think there's an official form, no, but I mean,
I'm not sure. But,
did you sign one?
I waived my rights.
Oh, okay.
But isn't that kind of crazy that like sports rivals are always like you have to decide. You have to decide what team you're on.
Yeah.
And that's the one you're on.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting when you see those couples that, I know this one couple, one's a real big Hawkeye fan and the other one's a real big Nebraska fan. So they always have their matching, like,
rival
sport things.
Outfits.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's really cute.
That's crazy.
So, yeah.
It's good that, see, now this is I think, kind of, that perfectly touch bases on what I want to talk about.
Okay.
Now, competition and a little bit of rivalry, good, healthy.
Oh, yeah.
Everything's good in moderation. But there are some of these sports fans that, I mean, just take it a little too far, right?
They tend to, yeah. So
it's pretty bad.
I've never really seen it firsthand, but I've heard lots of stories, so.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the fights. Now, Mikey, you play in the football games at your school, right?
I do.
Now, I like Northwest Huskers. I do.
Who?
Huskies? Oh, no, Huskers. I was thinking Nebraska Huskers. Yeah, I like the Huskies, the Northwest Huskies.
Okay.
But man, Mikey, can you get some football players?
I wish.
Hey, no, wait a minute. I heard that they're all like freshmen. Is that true?
Your whole football team is freshmen?
I cannot confirm nor deny that.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I have not asked.
you need to ask because
We need to find out.
they're getting their.
Because if it is fully freshman, then understandable.
Yeah.
What was the last score of your game?
The last one I remember was like 075.
Wow.
0-75. They're almost playing as good as the Huskers.
Well, hey. Yeah.
So, geez. No,
Yeah,
but
that's
I
kind of
mean,
crazy.
how many fights have been at your games now?
This would make 2 or 3.
2 or 3? And how many games have you had?
4.
So, and they start them young.
They do.
That division is starting young.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Well,
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure. Well, I'm like 50% sure that those fights aren't about the sports going on. There's probably something else going on there.
Something else to divide over. Yep.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy to watch some of that stuff go. Competitions are pretty crazy. I will tell you, one of the other, and you would believe it's cutthroat as it is. Pageants are
Oh, yeah.
crazy, crazy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Have you ever seen Dance Moms?
Yeah, I try to watch one of those, and that lady is psycho.
Yeah.
No, not my cup of tea. And I mean, it's like, they take that seriously.
They do. Yeah.
And it's cutthroat, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Pageants and beauty pageants are the same. One of the ones that just made news was Zimbabwe.
Oh, okay.
So do you know where Zimbabwe is, Mikey?
No.
It is in Africa.
Okay.
And now they just had their Miss Zimbabwe pageant, whatever it is.
Okay.
The news story is it was I guess a Zimbabwean, a native to there.
Okay.
She does happen to be white,
Okay.
and she won.
Okay.
And when you watch the video,
Yeah.
everybody there takes it very, very well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, everybody seems, no big deal. It's just another pageant, another winner, no big deal.
Okay.
But when we take that into here in America, I've heard a lot of comments that it's actually racist.
Who is making those comments?
Some people here in America.
Well, you know what? They're not in Zimbabwe.
You can't even say the word.
So they just need to mind their own business.
Well, we've covered that. But
Yeah.
People don't. So, but no, there it's just a different atmosphere.
Yeah.
So there was, even though it's a competition, it just seemed, I don't know, they just seemed like very nice. And the one girl walks over and helps her with her crown. And I'm like, wow, this is the way it should be. Fast forward to America over here. No. They'll rip the crown off each other.
Everybody's got to turn anybody will turn anything into something racist. It's ridiculous.
Not just racist, but just as a competition. I mean, I've seen some horrible videos of bridesmaids going after that bouquet
Yeah.
and like fighting over it.
Yeah.
What's that about?
I don't know.
That's crazy. It's just, and I watch them like, geez, we turn everything into a competition here in America.
Well, I mean, I'm sure other countries do it too, but I mean, we probably get the most of it because we're here.
Listen, we hate cheaters, right? So when you're in a relationship, you do not want that other person cheating on you, right?
Right.
But put 30 girls on a show and turn it into a dating competition, and everybody's okay with it?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
That's ridiculous, isn't it?
A little bit, yeah.
I mean,
I never got those anyway, so.
The Bachelor has been on how many seasons?
Way too many.
Now they have this, like, I saw one that it was like a farmer. The farmer's getting his bride. Yeah. He has, like, these city chicks going out there trying to work on the farm.
Well, they have a golden bachelor now, too.
A what?
A golden bachelor.
What's a golden bachelor?
He's older.
Oh, a senior version.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. And so he's older, but the girls are probably just as young,
No,
right?
I think they're older, too.
Really?
I think so.
I'm shocked.
I know.
I'm shocked. But just, it's what we hear in America, we change things here badly.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. But
It's kind of crazy.
Some is healthy, some is not.
Yeah.
A little bit of competition is healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Dance moms, no, not healthy.
No.
Not healthy.
I kind of liked it in the beginning because, they show them like when they were younger, but then it just kind of they got older and they got more competitive, and it was just weird. So.
Yeah, no, no. I don't like, I'm not a fan of The Bachelor.
Yeah, me
I'm
neither.
not a fan of those dating, and I'm not a fan of the dance moms or like those pageants. Sorry,
Yeah.
you know where I'd put them.
Yeah.
Right there.
Okay.
That's where I like them. So, now, those aren't my cup of tea.
Okay.
But my cup of tea is superhero movies.
Yeah.
Man, there's a division there too, isn't there?
Oh, yeah.
What's the division, Mikey?
DC and Marvel.
DC versus Marvel. So, Mikey, what's your decision?
I think I'm gonna have to go with Marvel.
Okay, so Marvel is an overall?
Yeah.
Okay. Rebecca, do you have one? DC or Marvel?
I would probably have to, say Marvel, too.
You're on Marvel too?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's a toss-up, because I'm I don't know. I'm not into that like you are.
Okay. So who's your favorite superhero?
Ooh, that's
You
a
don't
hard
have one?
one. I think mine would probably have to be Thor.
You're a Thor girl? Of
I'm a
course
Thor
you are.
girl.
Of course you are. Mikey, who's your favorite superhero?
Ooh, it's a toss-up between two.
Okay, who's the two?
Spider-Man or the Hulk.
Spider-Man and the Hulk, okay.
Hulk smash.
Hulk smash, yep. So, they're, yeah, because you have a Hulk poster, right?
Yes.
Yep, so, I like those. It's obvious who my superhero is. There's no getting around that, right, Mikey?
No, there's really not.
There's not.
So my favorite superhero, who is Superman. I do love Superman. My problem with Superman is very, very hard superhero to portray and to get right. But I'm also in the Marvel camp myself. I think overall I like Marvel better than DC.
Okay.
But there are a few DC, like the Justice League is, they kind of, jump that, a little bit up for me.
Yeah. I guess they've done so many Batman movies and so many Superman movies with so many different actors.
Well, Superman has been played by not too many people. Christopher Reeves.
Okay.
Is really kind of the most famous one. And then the most recent one,
Henry something.
Henry Cavill.
Okay. Wasn't there somebody else that played him?
Well, now you're talking about the TV shows. So you had the Lois and Clark series.
Oh yeah.
So that he's been portrayed differently in TV shows. So that's a little bit different there. I think that's what Marvel kind of did right with this whole thing, is when they casted someone, they ran them through the whole thing, with the exception of War Machine.
Okay.
War Machine was supposed to be a different actor, and then they axed him and got the new one.
Okay.
He's really kind of the only major change that Marvel has made.
Okay.
There's been
There's been a lot of Batmans.
Too many Batmans.
And I know you kind of have to keep up with the times. You can't, get an actor who did it 40 years ago.
Yeah.
I get that, but it's just really?
Well, and I'm okay with Batman being different, just because when you start getting into the Batman Beyond and that kind of stuff, in theory, Batman's just a regular person.
Yeah.
So when he retires, someone would take up that mantle of his and continue. So I could understand replacing characters And Batman's kind of one of the easiest ones to do, so I would rather them, instead of telling the same story over and over, I would like to see a progression of one Batman retiring and going into the next one. The Flash movie really opened up the multiverse, though.
Oh, yeah, it did.
So, and they followed suit with Marvel. Marvel did it too. Marvel opened up the multiverse where there could be many different characters. So you could they explain the 3 Spider-Mans.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
They explain, so that explains the Batmans. In fact, the Flash movie really explained all the Batmans because they pulled 3 of them there too.
Yeah.
So, I mean, spoiler alert. Sorry. Which would explain why Fantastic Four hasn't done very well.
Okay.
Because they keep recasting those characters, and it's hard to get on board.
Yeah.
And I think every actor has to have a horrible superhero movie beforehand.
Okay.
Like, people weren't on board with Ben Affleck as Batman. They weren't.
Yeah.
They were like, and that was that's a clear people know,
that, yeah.
Who's my favorite Batman? Nope, this is my best Batman. There's a division even with who played Batman.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
And everybody was like, no, Ben Affleck, that's horrible. And he didn't do too bad. I actually liked him as that.
He actually did pretty good, yeah.
But his horrible movie before that was Daredevil, which I didn't find that bad either.
Yeah.
And then now you have, Deadpool?
Oh, yeah.
And that was Ryan Reynolds, who played Green Lantern.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So you almost have to have a bad movie to go in there. Now, Chris Evans, Captain America.
Okay.
He's even had one too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Which one was that?
Flame On.
I've never even heard of that.
He was in the Fantastic Four movie.
Really?
Yeah, he played the cocky torch.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah. You didn't really?
No.
That's crazy. So, no, it's kind of crazy that's the way they go. But no, I do like superheroes, but there's clear camps. I really do like both.
Yeah.
I kind of like both of them. I love crossovers too. Now, I'm not too fond of the TV crossovers.
Yeah, those are just kind of, they overdo it a little bit.
Yeah, oversaturated.
Yeah.
So, but when, there's been, like, Wonder Woman has crossed over into the Marvel Universe. She's wielded, I think, Meow Meow.
Really?
Yeah. She's held the hammer.
Oh, okay.
So, and then I think she's even held Captain America's shield.
Oh.
And then Superman has wielded the hammer.
Okay. I didn't know that. I think I knew that.
Yep. So there's a few of the crossovers. I do like crossovers as long as it's well done. The problem that I'm having right now is they're just overdoing it.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
I think they've gotten so big that they're trying to go bigger.
Right.
And it's like, come on.
Well, and even within the superhero themselves, you had to pick a team.
Yeah.
Were you team Stark or were you team Cap? Remember?
Oh.
Yeah, you remember that, Mikey?
Civil War.
Civil War, yeah. So they even had a division within...
They did.
Which, of course, leads to the East Coast Avengers, West Coast Avengers, things like that. But, I don't know, what team were you on?
I don't think I was really one team or the other.
You weren't?
No.
Mikey, whose team were you on?
I think I was Team Iron Man.
Yeah, me too. I was Team Iron Man. I'm sorry, I think what Captain did was not what you do to a friend.
Okay.
So, just kind of the way it is. So,
see, I watched the movies, and unfortunately, unlike you, I don't remember every little detail. So
yeah, it's a curse. I tell you what. Wish I could half forget.
Yeah.
Some of this crap. But,
right.
I will tell you, speaking of division, and and I think I fall in this line too. I like all music.
I do too, for
There's-
the most part.
There's not music that I do not like. I enjoy just about everything out there.
Okay.
From classical to rap, country, even jazz is starting to grow on me. And I do like opera.
Oh, okay.
So, Mikey, you didn't know that?
You're an opera person?
I love opera. Yeah, I love opera.
I was going to say, don't let Barry know that.
Well,
He'll start teaching how to sing it, and I don't need that.
really? Think you give me lessons?
No.
Let's not do that.
No. So, I like all music.
Okay. Yeah, me too. And I guess as far as I go, I guess as long as I can understand it, and
What do you mean by understand it?
well, sometimes you can't like make out like what they're saying.
So you don't like metal?
Well, there's metal and mumble rap.
Yeah. No mumble rap for me.
So, okay. Mikey, what about you? You have a...
You know, I really haven't really dived into much music that I like.
Well,
What do you mean?
yeah.
Like you're in music now.
Well, that is true.
Your favorite artist is Tay-Tay.
No.
You like sing along every time she comes on the radio.
No.
You regret telling us this?
No, I don't know. No.
I
Are
don't
you
know.
sure?
You've listened to a lot of different stuff with me in the car.
Well, I've listened to a lot of country.
Yeah.
I guess I have listened to some pop too.
And we've done a lot of the like 80s and the oldies and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, a lot of the oldies stuff.
So
Yeah, you do listen to the oldies and stuff like that. That's not ever a
country
problem.
is mostly on in my car, but we do switch it up and listen to different things.
That is true.
So I have to be like kind of in a mood.
I listen to just about everything. I think it's like the roll of the dice to hear what's playing on my radio, right, Mikey?
It really is.
So,
You've turned me on to a lot of good music though too.
that's
Like what's that one band? Is it
one band. Yeah, that one. Yeah, that one. Yeah.
That one band. What one band?
no, the one that does the Sound of Silence.
You're talking Disturbed?
Yeah.
Okay.
I really like them. They're good.
I do like Disturbed. I like I said, I like all music. I listen to it for what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I try not to psychoanalyze it. I don't.
You don't?
Well, no, I don't.
Oh, you just do that with movies.
I don't psychoanalyze movies.
Yes,
I do
you
tear
do.
them apart. I do tear them apart, and I pick apart a movie.
Yeah.
I will do that.
You can
and I will pick apart a song too,
Yeah.
depending on the lyrics and that. But you also got to understand, I'm listening to the lyrics. I'm not just listening to the beat. I'm listening to what the people say.
Okay.
Well,
It's the movies you psychoanalyze then.
you can pick apart a movie and figure out the ending when it's just starting.
Yeah, I do have that ability.
Yeah.
I do not. I wish that was one ability I didn't have, because I can't enjoy a movie because I know how it's going to end.
Yeah.
I have it figured out way too soon. But no, music is a little bit different.
Okay.
A lot of people don't know what some of the songs are about. Like Shaggy, It Wasn't Me.
Yeah.
Love the movie. I love the song. It's a great. I like the beat. The beat's kind of cool too. It's about a guy gets caught cheating, like
Right.
caught cheating, and said it wasn't me. I mean, now the Cars. Is it the Cars? All right, I Just Died in Your Arms Tonight.
Oh, I think so, yeah.
So that one is about actually a sexual act.
Okay.
So it's when you die, you're giving yourself, you're orgasming.
Okay.
People don't realize that that's what it is. And then there's a few of the songs in the 80s that when you listen to the lyrics,
Oh yeah.
you're like, this is some stalker shit going on.
Yeah.
Like, what are they doing?
I know.
What is it? Prince's, a couple Princes are pretty good where he's talking about, a pocket full of Trojans.
Yeah.
Or a pocket full of horses or riding horses, and he'll be the jockey.
Oh.
And I'm like, holy cow. So now there's a difference between the older style music and the newer style.
Yeah.
Now you have Cardi B, and she's like WAP, and I mean, there's no guess with what they're saying.
Right.
They're like, yeah. So I don't know. Some of the newer music like that, I could appreciate it because they're just sending their message out there.
Right.
They have a right to. I'm not a fan of that kind of stuff.
Okay.
I don't like the in your face there. However, it's not the explicits that bother me. It's, I don't know, that's the division of women there too. It's, some women think that they could do whatever they think with their body, and they could be a stripper, they could rap about whatever they want to do. And then you have these other women that are trying to portray them as not just a sex object.
Right.
I mean, there's a division right there.
Yeah.
It's crazy how that's so divided.
Yeah. It's...
Well, you're a woman. Where do you sit on that?
I haven't really given it much thought. I mean, I would say I'm kind of like, go express yourself. You have that right.
Right.
But then I think that they can sometimes overdo it too. And it's like, they push that line, and it's like...
Yeah.
But then they say, and then they turn around and say, we don't want to be sex objects, but then you turn it into that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's kind of...
Not all women do that.
Not all women do that, so yeah. But
So, and that's where it gets confusing is how do you know which way you're going or what's what sometimes. It gets kind of crazy, so...
Yeah, I just don't see why people can't just get along.
Well, and there's some people that like, I hate country, I won't listen to it at all. And there's other people like, pop is crap, and I won't listen to that at all.
Yeah.
I guess, if it's your cup of tea, that's your cup of tea. But I also don't believe in knocking somebody for their choice and their taste.
Right. And that's how I kind of am. I'm like, okay, this person likes that person, that's fine. I don't like them. That's my right.
Yeah.
I don't have to like what they like. They don't have to like what I like. So.
Yeah, and I don't like to bash them. Like, when I'll talk to some people and they're like, I'm like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
Tay-Tay's out, Mikey, right? Go see. They're like, oh, that's pop crap, and I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
That's just crap music. And I'm like, well, that's kind of your opinion. You're entitled to your opinion.
Yeah.
But I also don't like just say, that's not my cup of tea.
Right.
It's you have to destroy it. That's the problem with this division is you can't just say, yeah, we're on different sides of this. So let us agree to disagree.
Right.
There's no agree to disagree.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you could like that pop crap all you want, or that country pop crap, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I have people that hate metal. They hate it's screamo. There's a lot of different things. Like I said, I could listen to all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
So,
and I guess that's like the screamo.
You don't like the screamo?
That's just not my cup of tea. But I'm like, okay, I'm like, if somebody else likes it, that's what they like. They can like what they like. Well,
see, and here's the deal. So it's actually pretty hard to do that type of music.
Oh, yeah.
Your vocal cords are strained.
Yeah.
So I have to kind of admire that they're able to do that.
Yeah.
With the dance music and all those pop music. A lot of them are like moving quick on stage. They're moving, their costume changes. There's a lot of production that goes in there.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry, I can't go do that.
Yeah.
So I have to kind of give them credit to say, yeah, good job. So
I know, and I think that's another part, I remember going to the concerts and it being about the music and not about the production.
right.
Because like you used to be able to get $40, $50 tickets.
Yeah.
Now they're like $200, $300 and it's like
Gets expensive, yeah.
yeah.
So
I'm like, I want to go see that person sing. I don't want to see him like, flying around on the air in the air and stuff.
well, I mean, those are okay to a certain point too.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I think it's cool that they can do that, but I don't. I don't necessarily want to pay to see that. I want to pay to see them.
Well, no,
sing.
Here's the thing: you would love to see that.
Yeah.
You just don't want to pay $300 to go
Right.
see it. I hate to say this, but that's everything now. If we decide to go to any Broadway play or any kind of anything like that, like Circus Olay or anything like that, the prices are outrageous now.
Oh yeah.
I mean, even a carnival, like a local little carnival, hole in the wall, those are starting to get like expensive.
Okay.
I mean, I remember you used to go in there and it'd be like the signs were 1 or 2 tickets for those.
Yeah.
And now they're like 6 tickets for this. I'm like, well, that's, it doesn't sound so bad if it's like, a ticket costs $4. But to ride the ride, it takes 6 tickets.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. I'm sorry, but that's what it is. Now, I'll tell you another big division. Huge division.
Yeah. Cars.
Oh, yeah. How many cars, how many times have you seen that sticker with Calvin and Hobbes? He's pissing on the Chevy logo,
yeah.
or pissing on the Ford logo,
Or
he's
Dodge.
Or Dodge, yeah.
Yep.
Have you seen it, right?
Oh yeah. Have you seen any of those, Mikey?
No, I have not.
Oh,
Okay.
some of the cars, the car camp, brutal.
Oh yeah.
Brutal. I mean, like Ford.
Oh yeah.
That was, the acronym they used to say was found on road dead.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a bunch of them for Chevy.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of them for every one of them.
Even the airlines have them. I know Delta has their own.
Yeah.
Don't expect your luggage to arrive.
Yep. But with the cars, it's if you're Chevy camp, you're Chevy camp. And I mean, those are pretty tough crowd. I mean, you have to pick it, and if you choose wrong and you show up in the wrong area, they will take you out. I've heard someone showing up at like at a factory in the competitor's vehicle.
Yeah.
And he came out and his car was flipped over. I mean, I don't know if it's a true story. I have no clue. I heard this from union guys.
Oh, okay.
I'm not convinced that it hadn't happened.
Well, yeah, I'm sure it probably has.
So,
I mean,
well, they just, some of them, they're horrible. They're like, look, we got a lower tailgate so we can wait for the tow truck.
Yeah.
Because your Chevy broke down. They're brutal.
they are. Oh.
So yeah, you're in one of those camps.
Okay.
The only exception is when you start to get into the classic cars. If you get into the classic cars, then everything modern is crap.
You
and
kind of
all
have
the
a
classics-
pass.
Yeah, you kind of have a pass. Yeah.
Okay.
So if you're a Ford guy, but you have a '67 Chevy, you're okay.
Okay.
52 Chevy, that's not too bad. So there are exceptions to the, car wars.
Okay.
But man, those guys are brutal. So
It can be. Yeah.
now, are you in a camp? Do you prefer one over the other? What's your favorite car? If I said, babe, go buy your dream car right now, what is it?
This is hard.
I know.
It's either a Mustang or a Corvette.
So what year Mustang?
I don't
You have
know.
no clue.
I have no clue.
Well, I'm asking you.
Yeah.
See, this is how you know you're not even a car person. I like a Mustang or a Corvette because, oh my god, they're so cute. Is that what you're thinking?
No, they're not cute. They have, I like the
You like the what?
power.
What kind of power?
Just a lot of it.
So, what kind of engine goes in there?
I don't know.
Yeah, no clue. Mikey, if you had to choose your favorite car right now, what would it be? You had one choice.
Lambo.
A Lambo?
Yes.
What are you going to do with a Lambo?
Go fast.
Listen, the Lambo looks good. I like the Lambo. It's really, really nice, but don't
That's
get me
a
wrong.
little out of your price range.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. If someone said, hey, I got a Lambo, I'm not going to say no. That's not my favorite car.
No, what's yours?
Stingray.
Oh, okay.
Corvette Stingray.
Corvettes.
That is just the look of that. The lines on that.
Mm-hmm.
That hood was huge.
It was.
I don't know. There's just something about that vehicle that I like.
Okay.
That's one of my favorites. I think if I had a number 2, God, what would my number 2 would be? I don't think I have enough. Probably a Porsche 911.
Oh, okay.
Like an 80s model Porsche 911. I like that, like really super small.
Yeah. And I'm not talking about any of the newer cars, too. I like the older cars, like probably like 90s, early 2000s, maybe.
I hated the 90s Mustangs.
Yeah, not all of those were nice. There was
The
some
80s
I liked.
weren't so great either.
Yeah.
So, no.
But anything really after, I don't know, anything really after 2010, they all kind of like look the same. Like you can't tell.
You're a carcist.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, you can't really, they all look the same now.
See, you're a classic girl. So all the new stuff is crap and the classic cars are what you're after.
Yeah.
Give me a Bel Air. Give me one of them.
Well, not that classic, but I mean, just, like every Ford or Chevy or Honda, they all like the SUVs, they all look the same now. You can't tell them apart except for their emblems.
Yeah, I agree. The SUVs have kind of ruined the look of a car.
I mean, you used to be able to tell the difference between a Ford Escape and a Chevy Trailblazer, and you can't really anymore.
Yeah, no, they're all starting to look. They're all inbreeding them.
Yeah.
But dun 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 dun. So,
what do you think, Mikey?
I really don't know.
You better start paying attention to cars.
I know. Yeah, you're driving here soon.
Yeah.
You better get it together. So, now.
He actually told me he wants to drive tomorrow.
Oh, okay. No. I noticed he didn't drive today.
Yeah.
So, okay.
That was my bad.
All right. So, now, let's get into the big divide.
Oh.
Yeah.
This is kind of a touchy one.
We saved this down on the list, so we're gonna see what we can do here.
Okay.
So a little don't know. That's the big one.
The big one.
The big one.
Damn.
Our government.
Oh, our government.
This is about the most political we will get.
Yeah.
We're not going to choose sides.
Okay.
I'm not choosing sides. I think both sides need a timeout.
Yeah. You know where I pretty much stand. I'm pretty much like, I think they're all corrupt. They all need to, just kind of work together and bring the country together instead of dividing it.
It's a division.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. Our government is not horrible, but that has definitely has room for improvement.
Right.
I want to say our government and our structure is fine.
Okay.
It's the people that's the problem.
Yeah.
And I don't care what side you're on, they're the problem.
Right.
They're the ones that pollute. And here's the thing. Career politicians are a horrible idea.
Yeah.
Because they stop working for the people and they start working more for their own interest.
Right.
Padding their wallets and doing that.
Yeah.
And people can get into politics with the best intentions, but once you're in there, you just get corrupted and
you go down that rabbit hole.
you don't have a choice.
Yeah.
It's once you join that ride, you're down the road.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the alternative is if you don't play ball, nothing happens.
Yeah.
So I guess that's the problem. So
it sucks having to pick the lesser of two evils. It really does.
well, and if you looked at the last few elections,
Mm-hmm.
have been that very same scenario. You could sit there and look at it and go, wow, I don't like either one of these clowns.
Yeah.
The problem is anybody that would make a damn good president smart enough not to run.
Right.
I mean, why would you? It's
who wants to deal with that?
well, but you could make millions.
Oh, yeah. I
mean,
guess
that's the difference. Is you make a lot of money. I mean, it costs millions upon millions to even run for president.
Yeah.
For a job that pays a couple $100,000 a year.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So, but that's the problem is that division is so crazy right now that you have right, left, red, blue, whichever color, whatever combo you want to put in there.
Mm.
They're constantly working on destroying the other one at the point where us kids here just want mommy and daddy to stop fighting.
Right.
I mean, and listen, sometimes mom starts it, sometimes dad starts it. But when we walk in and they're both slugging it out, and who do we call? We can't call the police because they're involved in it too.
Exactly.
I mean, geez, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah. It's...
We need governmental CPS. That's what we need.
Yeah, that probably won't happen either.
No, it's because they have their own interest.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not just the United States. Every country has it.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody has their interest. The problem with it is they just, instead of, taking a step back and saying, maybe we should probably do the right thing. They don't care about the right or wrong thing anymore. They care about being right. Mm-hmm. And that's the problem. So,
yep.
That's about as political as we're going to get.
Yeah.
Both parties need to go to the corner. They need a time out. They need to think about what they've been doing. Mm-hmm. And they need to go back to kindergarten.
They do.
Learn to share.
Yeah. Or at least get along a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Handcuff them together and say, we'll unhandcuff you when you guys can get along.
All right.
So, now, this has torn up families.
It has, yeah.
So,
it's, yeah.
I know some families don't talk anymore because of politics.
Yeah. Or some people don't talk at all because of them, so, yeah.
Now, families have a whole other issues, too. Divorce is probably one of the bigger ones.
Yeah.
You're almost trying to make the kid decide mom or dad.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't think you really can anymore. Well, I mean, I guess you can, but...
Well, what do you mean?
Well, like, most states, like, you're going to get a 50-50.
Not always.
Well, not always, but you have to have...
If mom's a crack whore, I hope she doesn't get the kid.
Yeah.
And if dad's a abusive drug dealer beating up people, then, or,
Yeah.
I don't think. Now, they're both, blue collar workers trying to do, 50-50 is good. But I will tell you, even in a 50-50, they, it's constantly going back and forth, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
It's hard to, once that relationship ends, to say, oh, that, I'm not going to say it, but,
Yeah.
it's kind of crazy.
It is.
I really try to not do that, right, Mikey?
You have.
I kept my personal demons in for that. So,
Okay.
well, no, I didn't think it was fair.
I think you did a pretty good job on that.
Me and her had our differences. However, I really tried.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was on her part, but at that point, at least I tried.
Yeah.
So, now there could be rivalries in brother and sister, too.
Oh, yeah.
Man, I've seen some horrible ones like that. I mean, the Kardashians compete for all kinds of guys, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
I don't think it is as not necessarily guys that they compete over. I think it's more like, I think they compete more over the fame. Like,
which is stupid.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan. The Kardashians are not my cup of tea.
I used to like watching them like in the very beginning when they first came on because I was like, oh, okay, this is kind of cool. And then it got kind of like, they just went a little overboard and I'm just like, never mind.
Haven't seen a Kardashian episode ever.
Okay.
Still haven't seen one.
Yeah.
Don't care to. I walked by a TV when it was on. I saw what was on, so I'm like, there's nothing on TV.
Yeah.
I moved on.
Now, I probably haven't watched one in like the last 10 years, but...
Well, I mean, but people are crazy for that. I mean, talking about, family division, Lindsay Lohan and her family.
Oh, yeah, and the Duggars.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the Duggars.
Yeah. You know the Duggar family down like Arkansas or somewhere?
Oh, that's right, yeah.
The couple that had like 18 to 20 kids.
Yep.
Like the oldest one is now speaking out against them and saying that
Britney Spears and her parents, that's a big division. But look at it doesn't start just there. Look at the Jackson 5. Look at the stuff Michael Jackson went through. And so families have been divided over a lot of issues for a long time.
Yeah.
So the problem now is everybody just wants their piece of the pie and just kind of goes overboard.
It does, yeah.
So, no. As far as a division decision, don't take it too seriously, I guess.
Just
if
agree
you enjoy
to
your team,
disagree.
enjoy your team. Do what?
Agree to disagree.
Yeah, I hope.
Just play nice.
Play nice is it. Listen, I'm all for rivalry. I'm all for, a little bit of, competition and having fun. I'll rib someone in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
But I do it in a joking, playful manner. Mm-hmm. Or I try to anyway.
Yeah, most of the time you do.
Most of the time I do. So, I don't know. Kind of crazy, but take a chill pill.
Relax.
And just kind of enjoy yourself.
Exactly.
And if you enjoy whatever you enjoy it. Mm-hmm. Nobody can tell you what decision you could make, what side you're on. And you know what? It's okay not to pick a side too.
It is, yeah.
So, I think that was a pretty good show.
Was?
You like it?
I think I do, yeah.
Mikey, are you good with this?
I like this.
All right. I think that will be our show then.
All right. Bye, everybody.